Good morning, students. Welcome to your English class. I hope so you all are doing well. So let's start with today's English class. So let's start the class with a famous quotation. So the famous quotation states, confidence and hard work is the best medicine to kill the disease called failure. It will make you a successful person. So whenever you do something in your life, always be confident and always give your 100%. Try to give your 100% and work very hard, and thereby you will never have to taste failure and you will become a very successful person. So always remember his words. So today we will continue with chapter number 6, Wonderful Kalam. So all of you turn to page number 53 from your My Canvas English course book and get ready for the class. So let's start reading. So children, Dr. Kalam had succeeded K.R. Narayanan to serve as the President of India from 2002 to 2007. So it was the term of 5 years. So always remember that the President is appointed for the time of 5 years. So he was appointed for the office of president after K.R. Narayanan, and he was the 11th president of India, and he took his office from 2002 and he served till 2007 as the president of India. He was the first scientist and bachelor to occupy the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So what is Rashtrapati Bhavan? Rashtrapati Bhavan is the residence or the place where the President of India stays, or he is given the place to stay in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So he was the first scientist and to become the President of India, and he was bachelor, means he did not marry. Yes, he did not have a family, he was unmarried. He had a very successful stint as a president and was affectionately often referred to as the people's president. So he had a very successful period of his office was very successful, and stint means the short period of time in which he had served as the President of India, and he was very popular, and he was very much loved by the common people of India, because he always had been a very low profile man who was always down to earth, and he was always he mixed with others with a very humble attitude. He never felt proud of his position or status. So he is often referred to as the people's president. He was known for his motivational speeches and interaction with students during this period. So APJ Abdul Kalam is not only at that time but in times to come also in future, he will be well known for his motivational speeches, and his motivational speeches gives you immense strength to do whatever you thrive to do in life. And he always tried to motivate, to inspire the youth, the students of India, because he had dreamt that there will be no illiteracy in India, and all the children of India will become educated, they will become literate, and they will hold very high the flag of India, and they will make India proud of its nation. Okay, and for that we need you, the children who are the youth of India, who are going to be the future of India. So Dr. Kalam always focused and he always tried to inspire the students of India, because he knew that the students are the future of India and they can bring about great change in India. So here you can see the picture of K.R. Narayanan, after whom Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam had become the 11th President of India. Next picture you can see Dr. Kalam taking oath as the President of India in the Parliament House, and the last picture shows you that APJ Abdul Kalam has been taken to the Rashtrapati Bhavan, where he is going to reside or live as the President of India. Next, here you can see, as we have just read, that he had a very popular term or a period of time when in which he remained as the President of India, and he mixed freely with the children of India, and he went to different schools, he went to different colleges, he tried to inspire the students, he had given many inspirational speeches to motivate, to inspire the children of India, because he knew that they are the bright future of India. So here you can see that after his death, Abdul Kalam had left some things behind him. So what he had left? He had left values, he had left love, he had left affection for the people, and he also left 2500 books. He left 6 pens, 2 pens belong to DRDO, and he left 4 shirts, out of which 2 shirts were of DRDO, which was his uniform. 3 suits, 1 was Western suit and 2 were Indian suits. He left 1 Padma Shri, he left 1 Padma Bhushan, and he left 1 Bharat Ratna. And he had left 50 doctorate degrees, and he is well known as the People's President, as they very well said. So this year we had witnessed, we had seen a man without any greed, without any he never had any ill feelings, or he never wanted to enhance his property by this and by that, but he led a very simple and humble life, and he always tried to serve the people of India, and that is why he is known as People's President. Next you can see, these are very important. Dr. Kalam received numerous awards during his distinguished career as a scientist. In 1997, he received the highest civilian honor, the Bharat Ratna. So, Bharat Ratna is an award which is given for excellence in the field of arts, sports, literature, science. So, this for your for your outstanding achievement. Okay, so it is only given to the people who have served India and have proved to give outstanding achievements in their career in the field of art, literature, science, and many more sectors. So he had received the Bharat Ratna award, which is the highest civilian. Civilian means as a public you receive the highest award. It is the highest civilian honor which is given to the person who is actually who deserves it. So he had received the Bharat Ratna award in the year of 1997. He had also received Padma Bhushan, which comes after Bharat Ratna, he has also received the Padma Vibhushan, which comes after Bharat Ratna, and he has also received the Padma Bhushan, which is the third highest civilian honor which is given to the citizens of India. So first comes the Bharat Ratna, then comes the Padma Vibhushan, and next the third award that comes is the Padma Bhushan award. So he had received all the 3 highest civilian awards as the citizen of India for his outstanding achievements and contribution to the country of India, for the country of India. Next, his Dr. Kalam's 79th birthday is celebrated, has been started to celebrate, as we have started to celebrate from his 79th birth anniversary as the World Students Day, and it was recognized by the United Nation. Okay. Next, you can see Dr. Kalam was a prolific writer, so he had written immense, huge collection of books, huge collection of motivational books, huge collection of books on his missiles and the satellites and how they were invented and how they worked. He had written immensely about the accounts of his experience, about his career, about his life, and as you know, he was a great writer. So he authored numerous influential and inspirational books. His famous books include Mission India and Inspiring Thought. There are other books also which were penned by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, like the Vision 2020. Then he had written the Ignited Minds and Wings of Fire. So these are the other famous books which were written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So here you can see the awards which he had received as the awards which were bagged by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the awards, titles and honors. You can see he was also he has also received honorary doctorates from 40 universities, which for honorary means the services which you give and for which you don't get any, or you don't claim any money. Okay, it's a free service. Then the government of India has honored him with Padma Bhushan in 1981 and Padma Vibhushan in 1990. Right. In 1997, he had received the India's highest civilian honor, that is the Bharat Ratna Award. And in 1997, he had received Indira Gandhi Award for National Integration. In 1998, he had received Veer Savarkar Award, and in the year 2000, he had received the Ramanujan Award. So these are the awards which were bagged by famous Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Next, his 17th birth anniversary has been recognized as the World Students Day by United Nation, and as you can see, it is a very truly said, and he is really a well deserved person, as it is said that the people's president, he was the people's president. He was the missile man of India, but above all, he was a teacher till the very end. So, APJ Abdul Kalam, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is remembered on his birth anniversary, and it is celebrated in India as well as in the world as World Students Day, because he always dreamt that India will become an educated land where all of the children of India will become educated, they will be literate. Now here you can see the books, famous books which were written, which were penned down by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, like Wings of Fire, Ignited Mind and Inspiring Thoughts. So these are the famous books which were written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Next, we have come almost to the end of the chapter. On 27 July 2015, Dr. Kalam passed away in Shillong due to heart failure after having collapsed during a lecture at the Indian Institute of Management, that is IIM, that is in Shillong. So it is very much heartbreaking, because Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a person who had died on duty. He was giving his lecture when he got his heart attack, and he was at the Indian Institute of Management, Shillong. So I will show you that how he fell and how he collapsed, and he was on his duty. So it is very heartbreaking, and even if we remember, even today when we remember the day, we we feel really very sad, for we had lost a great man. So despite his immense success in the field of science and technology, Dr. Kalam's greatest achievement was his ability to inspire the generation of young people to dream big. He always taught the youth of India to dream big. Always he asked the children to dream, and thereafter they should achieve, they should work hard to achieve their dreams. His lifestyles and teachings continue to inspire people across all ages. So it is not only the children who should get inspiration from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, but he keeps on inspiring the people of all ages. So it was a very, very inspiring chapter, and we had learned lots about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, about his work, about his life. So let me show you the next slide, where you will see how he was on duty. He was in IIM Shillong, and he got his heart attack. He got a cardiac arrest while he was on his duty, and he fell and he sacrificed his life for the nation. So he is truly the people's president, and he will be remembered, and he will be remembered forever, and he will remain alive in our hearts forever. So remembering people's president, the missile man of India, who was born on 15th of October 1931, and he died on 27th of July 2015. So here you can see how he tried to motivate, how he tried to inspire, and how he tried his best to make the youth of India dream for a brighter India, for a brighter future, because he dreamt of India as a developed nation where no one has to bother for any help from other nations. So yes, children, you have to remember his words, and you have to become very, very bright future of India, and you should aspire, you should dream, and you should work very hard in order to achieve your dreams. So I would like to conclude the class with the famous quotations of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, which are as follows. If you want to shine like a sun, first you have to burn yourself like a sun. So what he said, you have to work very hard, you have to sacrifice, you have to work very hard, and then only you will be able to burn and shine like a sun. So if you want to shine like a sun, first you have to burn like a sun. Next, we should not give up. We should not allow problems to defeat us. So there are lots of problems that you are going to face in your life, but you should never give up. You should keep on trying. Climbing to the top demands strength. So if you want to climb to the top, you should be having lots of strength, whether it is to the top of Mount Everest or to the top of your career. So if you want to climb to the height, to the highest point of your career, and if you want to climb to the highest point of Mount Everest, you need to have lots of strength, both physical and mental. The essence of happy life and peaceful society lies in the sentence, what I can give. So always remember that you should give what is inside you. Don't expect from others. As if you expect from others and if your wishes are not fulfilled, you will feel sad. So don't expect anything from others, but you always think, what am I capable of giving others? And the last one, which is very, very meaningful, I am not a handsome guy. So he said, I am not a handsome boy, or I am not a handsome man, but I can give my hand to some but I can give my hand to someone who needs help. Beauty is in the face. Beauty is in the heart, not in the face. So he said, I am not a handsome guy, but I can give my hands to someone who needs my help. So he said that the beauty lies inside your heart. The beauty doesn't lie on your face. It's not in your face. So always remember these great words of this legend and try to move ahead in your life. And you will surely become a very, very successful person and a very good human being. So thank you, children, for the class. I hope so you have enjoyed, you have learned a lot, and you have become inspired by the words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So thank you all of you, that much for today's class. All of you stay healthy and stay home. Thank you.